Welcome to our Thursday evening dynamic vinyasa flow session, and we will be definitely flowing, definitely dynamically today. So prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, energetically, and just get yourself ready to get going. Obviously, you have to obviously respect and honor yourself as you are. So the intention behind this evening class is to move. And as we have been doing for the rest of the week, we'll be kind of targeting the side of the body in a different way tonight, because it's going to be more fluid and more dynamic and more challenging. Okay, the intention is to obviously be challenged and to watch yourself when you challenge and to watch what's going on within you. Everybody responds differently. Kind of generally, you can look at three categories of reactions. One of them is fear. Another one is anger. Another one is despondency. I think that's how you pronounce that. Okay, you might just go, oh well, and kind of give up. You might get angry, or you might just get scared. So these are the natural three responses that we have to things in life. Challenges, definitely. So watch yourself. Which one are you? If you can kind of slightly box yourself, do you respond in anger, frustration, anger? Do you respond in fear, anxiety? Do you respond in despondency, depression? You know, which ones are you? And it's not about being upset with yourself. It's just about know who you are. Okay? And these things change. At the moment, in the time of my life, with the way things are going for me, naturally, I tend to go towards anger. I get angry, I get upset, and then I might do a few stupid things occasionally, or maybe not. I do stupid things regularly, occasionally do a few normal things, but naturally the tendency is towards anger, and this is called pitta. Okay, now whether this is called pitta. Pitta is fire and heat, it just goes up and makes me go, ah. So that's not a problem as long as I can channel that, I can watch it happening. If there's nobody around and nothing that I can do which is stupid and destructive, it's okay. It's just naturally what happens in my body, my mind. But when I become aware of it, I can do something about it. So watch yourself. Watch what is happening for you today in your mind and in your body, in your emotions, when things are a bit challenging. Okay? Don't worry. I'm not going to kill you here. It's all going to be nice and fine. Modify, find variations, find blocks, modifications, take a break, have a cup of tea, come back, maybe not tea, maybe a glass of water, maybe not water, maybe just a deep breath, okay? Just find your way. As always, clear your space, get your mat ready, get your intention in place, and we're gonna get going. So Thursday evening, we always start standing up. You come onto your mat, come onto the present moment. Press your feet into the floor and slightly bounce a bit so you can feel your body present. Definitely feel it. Start feeling your legs a bit, calves, your ankles, give it a bit of shake. And then relax. Okay, so close your eyes and come to a still point. Take in a deep breath in through your nose. Hold the breath. Feel your whole body expanding with the breath. And through the mouth, let it go with a sigh. Do it again, take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. And as you hold the breath, find something that kind of is troubling you, perhaps inside, and maintain that feeling inside of you. And through the mouth, let it go. Now we're going to do it 3 more times with the lion breath. If you've never done lion breath before, it's great. You stick your tongue out and make a very scary sound. Doesn't sound really like a lion, but we call it lion breath. And we do it while folding forward. So if I do it from the side, I'm going to breathe in and maybe reach my arms up. And as I exhale, my hands slide down my thighs, I bend my knees and stick the tongue with a scary face. It's slowly coming. Okay, so that helps me to kind of channel some of that anger, anxiety, depression, whatever you have inside, channel it and spew it out, literally, okay? Not physically, but kind of emotionally, spew it out. We do it 3 times. So when you're ready, standing with feet about hip width apart, Reach your arms up as you breathe in. And then exhale. Slide the hands down the thighs, stick the tongue. Empty your lungs. And rise to standing. Do it again. Take a deep breath in. Think of something that's troubling you, and then let it go. Pause it for a moment. And then slowly come up. Taking a deep breath in, reach up. Gather your thoughts, intentions, emotions, and let them go. Pause for a moment, don't breathe. And slowly rise to standing, reaching your arms all the way up as you inhale. This time, bring your palms together in front of the heart center as you exhale. Obviously, you are at home, and if you want to do it a few more times, go ahead and do it. It's a really nice and liberating practice. Otherwise, perhaps feeling a bit lighter, a bit less congested inside. Find your intention. If possible, use this practice as a mirror to watch yourself. Watch your habitual patterns, your wiring. We call this samskaras. The residues of the past in karma's actions that make us behave in a particular way. So call it what you will, just watch it. Okay, so as we go into the side of the body, let's start in a side body stretch. So reach your arms up as you inhale, and bring your right hand on your right hip, and gently lean towards your right. As always, modification, this is a simpler one. If you want to make it deeper, move your hips further left, bigger stretch. If you want to make it deeper, release your right hand down on the leg towards your ankle. If you want to make it even deeper, take that right hand off your leg. Or maybe reach it further out towards the right. I know you already start to feel it's much deeper. And then last one, lift your right heel a bit. We'll hold it here. This is a warm-up, yeah? You start to feel warmer just holding this pose. Just one more breath. Watch your body, watch your mind. Are you getting angry, upset, fearful, depressed? And rise to standing, reach both arms up. And hands to heart. Pause for a moment. What were you feeling when this pose was held? You're trying to flee, to fight? Were you getting depressed, annoyed that you chose this practice? Start to believe in yourself by watching your habitual patterns. Let's try other side. So reach both arms up, breathe in. Bring your left hand on your left hip and start to lean towards your left. You don't have to go any further. It's so important to remember, this is enough. If it's not enough, move your hips. That's next. Slide your left hand down on the leg. That's the next one. Move it slightly out of the leg. Or move it further out of the leg. Or maybe lift your left heel. So either way, holding for a few breaths. And once you start to feel the challenge, watch how you respond. This will teach you a lot about yourself, so you can start improving yourself. Don't see it as a bad thing. This is a good tool. This is a mirror. Every day you look at the mirror, or some of us at least, and watch yourself and try to improve yourself. This is your mirror. When you're ready, come back to standing, reach both arms up, palms together, and hands to heart center. Okay, take a few moments and understand yourself better. If you know your patterns, you can change them. It's just like with any addiction, if you're not aware, you don't acknowledge your addiction, you can't do anything about it. We are all addicted to behave in a particular way. Once you realize that, you can do something about it. Okay, let's face the front of the mat, and we'll start to move here. So we're starting with some salutations. So bring the feet together, arms by your side. Let's focus on the breath, so stay there. And focus on Ujjayi breath. So contracting the base of your throat. It's a sphincter muscle, so shrink it. And then that creates a hissing sound when you breathe in and out. It's not in the nose, it's not in the mouth, it's deep in your throat. When the air hits the vocal cord, when the muscles around them contract, there's friction which makes sound. So we call this Ujjayi, or the victorious breath. Hold it here. And let's begin. As you inhale, reach your arms and look up. And as you exhale, lean towards the right. Right hand on the hip, left arm reaches right. Come to the center, reach both arms up. And as you exhale, lean towards your left. To the center, reach everything up as you inhale, and then still forward, hands to the floor. Flat back, inhale, look forwards. Stepping your right leg back, let the knee come down to the floor. Lift your chin up as you inhale, and step to downward dog as you exhale. Come forwards into a plank. Drop your knees, hips back, slide forwards onto your belly, and peel yourself into a cobra as you inhale, and go back to downward dog as you exhale. Sending your right leg high as you breathe in. Bring the foot all the way to your hands as you breathe out. With the left knee on the floor. Lift your chin up as you inhale. Join your feet and fold as you exhale from the mat. Rise all the way to standing as you inhale, reach up. Left hand, left hip, lean left. Change the hands as you inhale. And lean right. Both arms reach up, inhale, look up. And still forwards, Uttanasana, intense forward bend. Look forwards, Ardha, half Uttanasana. Step your left leg back, knee on the floor. Chin up as you inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. From dog to plank. Knees down, hips back. Slide forwards onto your belly. And again into a cobra as you inhale. And into downward dog as you exhale. With the feet close together, sending the left leg high as you inhale. Bring the foot to your hands, staying high on the ball of the right foot. Right knee on the floor, look forwards, lift your chin. Join your feet and fold as you exhale, relax down. Rise to standing, reach your arms and look up. And hands to heart center, exhale. A deep breath here into the throat, Ujjayi breath. A long exhalation. Another cycle, reach your arms and look up. Still forwards, hands to floor. Look forwards, inhale. Hands can be on the shins, remember, step down right, knee on the floor. Now reach your arms up as you inhale, hips go up above your right knee and sink forwards as you exhale. Left heel stays on the floor. Again, shift back a bit, breathe in. Doing 3 of those, sink forwards, palms can be together, slide out. One more time, shift back as you breathe in and sink forwards as you exhale. Hold it here, maybe look up as you breathe in and step to downward facing dog. From dog, come forwards to a plank. Knees down, hips back, slide forwards onto your belly. With the inhalation, cobra, and with the exhalation, downward facing dog. Now come forwards to a plank, and if you need to, let your knees come down to the floor, otherwise bend your elbows in chaturanga, then move into an upward facing dog. Knees are off the floor, chest pushes open, chin might even look up. Take a breath here, and back to downward dog. As we do sometimes here, we can go through chaturanga to a plank, and then downward dog, or you go straight to downward dog. That's completely up to you. Again, with the feet close together, the right leg goes up as you inhale. Now tiger, draw the knee into the nose. Leg goes back as you breathe in, and foot to the hands. With the left knee on the floor, twist towards the right. Reach your arm up and look up. Breathing in. Release the hand outside of the right foot and pull back into a half split. The hands might not be able to stay that far forward. You could take them further back. Either way, hold it here. You can't keep the front leg straight to bend it. And step forwards and fold, feet together. Rise to standing as you inhale, reach up. And fold all the way down to the floor as you exhale, relax. Look forwards, breathe in. Step your left knee on the floor. Arms go up, hip goes back as you inhale. And then sink forwards, keep right heel on the floor. Push the foot, come back out, inhale. And sink forwards, exhale. One more time. Push back, inhale. Sink forwards and hold. Palms facing all together, maybe looking up. Taking a deep breath in. And then stepping into the downward facing dog. 2 back bends. If you don't want to do upward dog, do 2 cobras. So come forwards plank, knees down, hips back, slide onto your belly with an inhalation into a cobra. And as you exhale, downward dog, or maybe slide back. So you can come back onto your belly and slide back into child's pose, tap the toes, and then downward dog. If you're not sure, we can do it again. So you come forwards, drop the knees, sink back to child's pose, and then slide forwards all the way to cobra. The pose here, 2 options. Either you tuck your toes, lift back, downward dog, or you slide back, try to scrape yourself on the mat, then tuck the toes and lift the downward facing dog. Got it? Let's do now chaturanga and upward dog. So come forwards plank, find your variation of chaturanga, move into upward dog, and then either straight to downward dog or maybe back to chaturanga, then a plank, then downward dog. And hold it there for a moment. When you're ready, the left leg goes high as you inhale. Adding a tiger here, so knee to nose, shoulders forwards. Extend that leg behind as you breathe in. And foot all the way to the hands. Right knee drops on the floor. You turn left and twist. You can lift your left arm up. If it's not right for the left arm, you can keep it on your hip or on your left knee. Take another breath there. Framing the front foot with your hands. Pull your hips back until that front leg is as straight as you can. The further forwards your hands are, the deeper it is, so modify. Take another breath there. Step forwards, join your feet, and fold with the exhalation. Rise as you inhale, reach up. And arms by your side as you exhale, relax. A deep breath in, Ujjayi breath. Breathing out. Then inhale, reach your arms, look up. And exhale, spirit forwards, hands to floor. Look forwards, flat back. Step to right, knee down. Lift yourself up a bit, reach your arms up as you inhale. And sink forwards as you exhale. Now, left hand on the left hip, breathe in, and lean towards the left. If the hand can reach the floor, bring it to the floor. If there's a break, otherwise keep it on the hip, not a problem. Take another breath there. Then changing sides, so right hand on the hip, left hand reaches up, inhale, and we're leaning towards the right. Again, the right hand could find the floor, it doesn't have to. Take another breath there. Breathe out. Then both arms reach up as you inhale, and we step in downward dog. From dog to a plank, knees down, hips back. As you inhale, slide onto the belly straight into a cobra. And as you exhale, find your way to downward dog. Remember, you can scrape back into downward facing dog. Again, this time plank, chaturanga, and upward dog. So come forwards plank. Bend your elbows into the ribs, chaturanga, upward dog as you breathe in, straight into downward dog, or through chaturanga plank, then down. Deep breath in, breathing out, deep breath in, breathing out, feet close together, right leg goes up as you inhale. 2 tigers, knee to nose as you exhale. 1. Leg behind, inhale. and into nose 2. Then send the right leg back and move the leg further left. Turn the knee to point towards the right. So opening your hip gap. You can be on the ball of the left foot. It's absolutely fine. Move your right leg further right. Watch out for pictures on the wall. One more breath in. Then sweeping that leg forwards like a sickle towards the outside of your right hand. Trying to keep that leg straight. Didn't work? Let's try it again. Do it 3 times. So 3 goes. Send it all the way behind. Inhale. You could come to your right fingertips right away. Makes it easier. So the leg goes from the side all the way forwards, trying to be straight. Then one more time. Sweep it behind as you inhale. And bring it forwards. Land it on the mat. Either dropping left knee down or keep it off the floor, twisting to the right. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Take another breath in. Release the hand, frame the front foot, keeping your left knee now off the floor, pull back. If the feet are too far, mine are, bring them a bit closer. So 2 breaths here, breathing in. Aiming to have that front leg as straight as you can, breathing out. 1 more breath. Breathe out. Then look forwards and join the feet front of the mat and forward. Rise all the way to standing, reach up. And fold all the way down, hands to floor. Forward breathe in. Step your left knee down. Reach the arms, shift the hips back. And sink forwards as you exhale. 2 side bends. First one to the right. Right hand on your hip or on the floor. Lean towards the right. Take another breath there. Then changing sides. So left hand on the hip or the floor, lean towards the left. It's not about touching the floor, remember, it's about getting that feeling of expansion in your side. Reach both arms up, pull the rib cage away from your hips. And then we are pulling back to the half split for a moment. Bend the knee, look forwards, and step to downward facing dog. Okay, from here again, plank. Knees down, hips back. Onto your belly as you breathe in, cobra. And make your way to downward dog. And again, plank, breathe in. Your variation of chaturanga. Upward dog as you breathe in. And find your way back to downward dog. Hold it here, 2 breaths. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Feet close together. Left leg reach as high as you inhale. 2 tigers. Knee to nose first, shoulders forwards. Leg behind, inhale. Another tiger, knee forward. Then send the leg behind as you inhale. Move the leg right as you turn your kneecap and toes to the left, or maybe even up. Put some feel in your right hip flexors, sorry, left hip flexors. Now look towards your left hand and we're sweeping that leg forward. It's easier if you come to your left fingertips and sweeping that leg towards the outside of the left, and then stand the leg behind. So we do it 3 times. If you want to make it more challenging, don't touch the floor with your foot. You need to make it easier, bend your knee a bit. Okay, so again, the leg is behind, breathe it in, sweep it forwards, that's 2. Send it behind, inhale, and sweep it forwards, that's 3, and then land it on the floor. Right knee can drop down if you need to. Turn left, reach up. Breathing in, breathing out. Another breath. Then release, framing the front foot. Ideally, feet on the floor, so bring that right foot a bit closer. Pull back and straighten both legs best as you can. It's fine to bend that front knee. Just take 1 more breath there. Relax your hands, your shoulders, your neck. Then step forward, join your feet, and fold. Good, rise all the way to standing as you inhale, reach up. And arms by your side. Okay, so let's pause here for a few breaths. Feel the chest opening and spreading, and focus on your side ribs moving sideways. So you don't push your chest forwards, you expand it sideways. Like an accordion, squeeze box. As you inhale, ribs go sideways. And as you exhale, they're squeezing towards each other. Then expand sideways and squeeze inwards. One more time, a deep breath in. Squeeze it out. Let's carry on without flow, reaching both arms high as you inhale. And fold forwards, hands to the floor. Look forwards, inhale. We're going to a plank, so you can step or lightly hop, plank. Then lower yourself down on your belly. Force your ribs through the elbows until you're on your belly. And then cobra, breathing in. And make your way to downward dog. Maybe press up. And then downward dog. Now bring the feet a bit closer to each other. And as you inhale, come to a plank. And bring both feet towards the left, so the feet are stepped in front of each other. Rotating your left inner elbow forwards, turn right, and reach right arm up. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, reach the arm over your ear. Hold it here, Vashisthasana, side plank. Press that left hand into the floor, and try to rotate your palm out until you feel your shoulder blade more stable. Another breath there. If it feels too much, left knee can be on the floor. One more exhalation. Then bring both hands on the floor. Plank. Either stay there, or if you fancy a quick chaturanga, press up. And we're doing other side. So both feet move to the right. Rotate inner right elbow forwards. Turn left and lift left arm up as you inhale. Then reach the arm over your ear as you exhale. You press your right hand down. Try to kind of squeeze the mat a bit. Squeeze your right side if you need to. Right knee can be on the floor. Take another breath. Once more, plank. Either stay or a quick press up, really, chaturanga. And downward facing dog. Go down, hold it here, breathing in. Breathing out. Take another breath. Breathe out, bend your knees and forwards. Inhale, step or lightly hop, front of the mat. And fold over your legs. Rise to standing as you inhale, reach up. And hands by your side. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Let's go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold hands to the floor. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or hop back and down, so straight into chaturanga. Then an upward dog as you inhale, or cobra, and back into downward dog as you exhale. Sending your right leg high as you inhale. Bend the knee now and open up your hip. Start to roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Hold it here for a moment. Try to think of your right knee moving away from your right wrist. One more breath. Then square your hips, right knee to the nose. Now keep the knee there for as long as you can, or 3 times tap the floor, bring it back to the nose. So it's the floor and nose 1, floor and nose 2, floor and nose 3. Send the leg behind one-legged dog. You can stay here, or come forwards one-legged plank. You can have your left knee on the floor, bend your elbows one-legged chaturanga, then upward dog, both feet on the floor, and back to downward facing dog. Well done, same thing on the side. So left leg goes up first as you inhale, then bend the knee and open up your hip. Think of your knee moving rightwards. Without collapsing that right shoulder. Without losing your balance. You can roll to the outer edge of the right foot. This is challenging. Stay there for one more breath. Square the hips and left knee into the nose. If you're tired, stay here. Otherwise, 3 times. Touch the floor, touch the nose 3, floor, nose 2, floor, nose 1. Send the leg behind as you inhale. Again, you can stay here. Otherwise, one-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga, upward dog, both feet on the floor, cobra. If you have it in you, another chaturanga plank, then downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Breathing out, heels to the floor. Expand the ribs as you inhale. Relax your head, exhale. One more breath. Exhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Inhale, front of the mat. And exhale, forward. Rise all the way to standing, reach up. Then arms by your side, hands down. And catch the breath, and catch yourself in the mirror. What is going on in your head? How you responded? What's going on with the breath? Is it still stable and smooth? Or is it going too fast? Or maybe you've lost control altogether. Calm it down. Bring yourself back. Watch yourself. As we progress now through the practice, we're going to go more into side things. Side things means stretch on one side, contraction on the other side. It does involve some work for the hand which is on the floor. If you have wrist issues, you can always put your elbow down or put a knee down. Don't hurt yourself, okay? Just find a way to move to your ability. So starting again through salutation, okay? Feet together. Hands reach up, arms reach up, breathing in. Open wide and forward to the floor, breathing out. Look forwards, inhale. Either step or hop back and release down. Do an upward dog as you inhale. Into downward dog as you exhale. Send your right leg high as you breathe in. Bend the knee, open up the hip, and start to roll to the outer edge of your left foot. And slowly let your right toes, the ball of the foot, drop on the floor behind you. So about 1.5 feet in front of that left foot. Now reach your right arm up and over your ear. So it's another side plank, but only now the right leg is behind. So it's a bit harder maybe, a bit more challenging. If it is too much, feet can be next to each other as before. Otherwise, by taking the foot behind, you're getting a bigger stretch on the side. I'm talking here to kind of try to keep you a bit longer. So just one more breath. Slowly, right hand on the floor and right foot to the outside of the right hand slowly. So right hand down and right foot comes forward. You made it. Forwards as you inhale, and then pull back, adjust that left leg until both feet are on the floor. Hold it there for a moment. So before, we had a twist, and we had the front leg bent. Okay, so if I repeat, the front knee was bent as I was twisting. I had my knee off the floor, or I had my knee on the floor. You can repeat either one of those, knee on the floor or knee off the floor. Or if you want to, keep the front leg straight into twisting triangle pose. Parivriti Trikonasana. The further right your left hand is, the deeper the stretch. And then you lose your balance perhaps. So you don't have to put the hand outside of the foot. It can be on the foot, on the floor, or on the brick. It's still the same stretch. Just find your depth. Take another breath there. Release both hands down. Fold over that front leg. And then optional one-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga, upward dog, or just step to downward dog, up to you. Send out right leg behind, one-legged dog, one-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga, upward dog, breathing in. And if you want to, as you crawl back, don't touch the floor. So you tuck your toes under, bend your elbows, and slide back into downward dog. If you're thinking, what? How did you do that? We're going to do it again. So come forwards plank, bend your elbows chaturanga, and then slide back into downward dog. If you're still not sure, we're going to do it again. So come forwards to a plank, bend your elbows chaturanga, it's fine to touch the floor with your knees. Slide back into downward dog. That's how we do it. Other side. When you're ready, send your left leg up. Breathe in, bend the knee, open the hip, bring the right heel to the floor, breathe out. You can stay here, but slowly bring both the left foot to the floor, turn to the left, reach left arm up, and reach it over here. Hold it here, inhale. Hold it here, exhale, reach through the fingertips and through the knee. You get a big stretch on your side. Push the right hand into the floor and rotate your arm externally. One last breath. Left hand comes down to the floor first, and right foot comes to the outside of your left hand next. And then we're pulling back and maybe straight in the front leg, both heels flat, keeping your right hand on the floor or on your block. Turn left and reach up. Twisting triangle or any one of its variations. Be active with that top hand, reach with the fingertips, one more breath. Both hands on the floor. Optional, one-legged dog, one-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga. Upward dog as you breathe in, go to downward dog by lifting the hips, or slide back just once, downward facing. We made it. Let's take a moment here. Let's drop the knees down, sit on your heels in Balasana, in Child's Pose. Stay there, relax your head. So we kind of climb up a mountain, and finally we reach a little flat area where we can sit down and just maybe have a sip of water, deep breath, and just enjoy the view. So while you're here, take both hands further right without lifting your butt off your heels. Maybe taking that left hand further right, but then the right hand can go to be in line with your hips or to be next to your feet. Then changing, so bring both hands to the center, look forwards, drop your head, move the right hand towards the left hand, that's one. Move the left hand further left, that's two. Or move the left hand further back, that's three. Now it's difficult to breathe deeply in child's pose because your thighs and your lungs are pressing against each other. So breathe into your back and use that to remind yourself to slow the breath down. Then come back to the center, Balasana, child's pose, forwards, and then tuck the toes, moving to downward facing. Let's finish this round. So bend your knees as you exhale forwards. Inhale, step or lightly hop to the front of the mat. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. And arms by your side as you exhale. Okay, so the heat is increasing. A few more standing postures coming here, a few more challenges for the side body, for your balance, for your mind, and for your power of observation. Watch yourself. Imagine you're looking at yourself in the mirror as you practice. What do you see? Starting here through salutation B in chair pose. So bend your knees, slip your arms up as you inhale, look to the palms, or whether they're together facing, breathe in, and still forwards, hands to the floor. The pause, flat back, inhale. Step or lightly hop to a plank lower down, or straight to chaturanga. Upward dog as you breathe in. Back into downward dog as you breathe out. Bring the left heel on the floor, and bring the right foot to your hand. Rise to warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Lift your arms up and look up. Stay here, breathe out, sink a bit lower. Now while holding warrior one, check that your hips are facing forwards. Your feet don't have to be on a straight line. It makes it hard. You can bring the feet a bit wider. And now keeping your hand, left hand on the hip. Sorry, bringing the left hand to the hip. Lean towards your left. And try to really squeeze your left side to open the right side. Hold it here. Maybe slightly bring the belly in, bring the tailbone under. Keep the hand on the hip. It's easier. Or reach it down, a bit more challenging. Or reach it out, more challenging. So find your challenge. Take one more breath. Bring both arms up. Inhale, look up. Warrior one. Then hands on the floor and make your way to downward dog. That means you can go straight in, or you can move through plank, a low plank, to a cobra or upward dog, and then back into downward facing dog. Same thing, other leg. Right foot is on the floor, left foot comes to your hands, and when you're ready, you rise to warrior, Virabhadrasana 1. Palms together, right knees bent. Just your hips, mentally or physically. And when you're ready, left hand on the left hip, lean toward your left. So I got the sides wrong before. The legs are all right, just my right and left go wrong. So hold it here. Maybe releasing left hand by your side or extended left foot. Take another breath. Come back to the center, reach up. And step into downward facing dog. Find your way. Roll it in. Back into our side planks in its variations, so feet a bit closer to each other. Right leg goes up, breathe in. Bend the knee, open up the hip, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Slowly dropping that right foot to the floor. Turn right, reach up, inhale. And reach over, exhale. Now, a bit of a challenge here. Before, we had the right hand on the floor first, then the right foot came forward. Now, if you want to try slowly, lift that right foot and slowly bring the knee towards your ear, and then place the foot on the floor first before the right hand. So a bit of control there. There we go. Look forward, inhale. Pull back, exhale, straighten the front leg, both heels on the floor. Twisting triangle pose. Turn right and reach up. A deep breath in, now reach over your ear. Get extra side extension here. Breathing in, breathing out. Both hands on the floor, forwards. One-legged dog, one-legged plank. One-legged chaturanga, upward dog inhale, and downward dog exhale. Okay, so same thing other side. When you're ready, send your left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, and slowly bring the ball of the left foot to the floor, with the right heel to the floor, turn left, reach up, then reach over. Okay, transition here is slow as possible. Look down to the floor, lift the left foot off the floor, and slowly knee towards your ear. Bring that foot forwards, land it down. There we go, hands down, adjust right foot, and pull back, and go into the twisting triangle as you inhale. Then reach the arm over your ear as you exhale. Hold here. Take the shaking. Breath is maybe shaking, but the mind is calm. One last breath. Step back. One more time, one-legged dog. One-legged plank. Legged chaturanga, upward dog. And make your way to downward facing dog. Again, we're going to rest here. Drop your knees on the floor. Forwards as you inhale. Now slide your right hand on the floor. Start forwards as you can and bring your forehead down. If you can't reach the floor, slide your left hand underneath it. Now here we're reaching the right arm forwards, and you can be on your elbow and palm, or you can be just on the palm, or you can be on your fingertips. Either way, you're trying to think of your bicep and rotate it outwards. Okay, so there's a kind of external rotation of the bicep of your shoulder, which gives you more space. Well, keeping your right arm forward, see if perhaps you can take it a bit further left to get more stretch here on your side. One more breath there. And we're switching. So come back, both hands on the floor. First of all, cat and cow. Lift your tail and head up as you breathe in. Round your back as you breathe out. Again, look forward, head and chin up as you inhale. Now reach your left hand on the floor and start forward as you can without moving your hips. And drop your forehead down on the floor on your right hand. If you are on your fingertips, try to imagine that you are kind of pulling the fingers towards the center, like you're trying to kind of pull something. I'm not really sure what. No example comes to mind. Try to grab the mat and draw it to the center. That helps you to rotate your right shoulder externally. Maybe moving the hand a bit further right. And then release. Once more, both hands on the floor. Cow as you inhale, head and chin up. Cat as you exhale. Cow as you breathe in. And downward facing dog. Start with the left leg, so reaching your left leg high as you inhale. Bend the knee, open up your hip. Keep the knee bent or keep your leg straight. Breathe in. Never keep the leg straight or bend it and you swing it forward, front of the mat. Spin the right hand to the floor, turn right and rise to warrior two. Hold the tail as you inhale and sink a bit lower. You can place your hands on your hips for a moment. Check that your hips are as far as parallel as possible to the right edge of your mat, and both thighs are rotating externally, so your left knee is not going in, it's going forward. Then you can reach the arms as we go into revolve triangle. Not triangle, sorry, revolve warrior. So back hand on back hip, front arm reaches up, and you lean back. So if you're resting, it's easier. If the hand slides down the leg, it's a bit difficult. If the hand comes off the leg, it's more difficult. If it reaches further right, it's more difficult. And if you're not feeling it enough, lift your front heel. Wow. Okay, so find your variation according to what you need to. Take one more breath. Now straighten the front leg and tip it to triangle pose. Front leg is straight, the kneecap pulls up. The toes point forwards, the knee points forwards, the hip points forwards, the spine reaches out. And because it's a side extension today, reach that right arm over your ear. And the more you press your back foot into the floor, and the more you reach your fingers, the more extension you will feel around your hip and back. The more you bring into your ribs, the better you feel. If you're up for a challenge, that lower hand doesn't have to rest on the leg, it can reach forward. But that's a lot for the core. And for the leg. So one more breath here, I'm shaking. And then release the hand, bend the knee, and side angle pose. And then form on the thigh. Or bring the hands to the floor behind your foot. Reaching over, looking to the center of your arm. I'm going to step from here into side plank. It's going to look like that. My left hand will come to the floor. I'm going to lift my left foot and step it back behind my right foot into side plank. If it's too much, I can have my knee on the floor. If it's not enough, I can try to bring my knee towards my left elbow. Either way, I'm holding here to 3, and 2, and 1, and step to downward dog. Hold it here, or I could vinyasa plank, no plank, upward dog, and downward facing dog. The same thing other side. To make it easy for me, I'm going to change direction of my mat. You can stay where you are. So when you're ready, sending your right leg high, inhale, bend the knee, open up your hip, and then try to keep that leg straight behind you. One more breath. Square the hips, try to keep that leg straight, and you sweep it forward. Bring your left heel in, and rise to warrior two. Hands on the hips for a moment. Realign your hips. Align your feet so your hips are as parallel to the edge of your mat as possible. The back hip tends to kick in a bit. Just encourage it. Okay, then revolve warrior. Arms go out. Back hand starts on the hip as you lean back. Front knee is bent. I'm not worried if the thigh is parallel to the floor or not. Just want to feel it on my spine. I could slide my hand further down. I can take it off my leg. I can reach it much further back. I could even lift my front heel. Stay with it. Good, just one long deep breath into the right side of your rib cage. And straighten the front leg. Start to reach forwards until you feel that lovely stretch in the inner right spine. Right hand on your leg and left arm up. Triangle pose. A deep breath in. And reach the arm over your ear. Lovely. Stay there. Try to turn your chest a bit towards the ceiling. The wider your feet, the harder it will be for the front leg. And if you're taking the hand off the leg, it will be really hard for that front leg, as well as the core. So choose wisely or adjust your stance. If you want to take that hand off and reach it forward, hold it here for free. Not to speak even, not to mention to breathe two, not to mention to hold one, and then come out. Bring your hand to the floor, and we're stepping back, maybe straight into downward dog, maybe take a one-legged dog, one-legged plank, one-legged chaturanga, upward dog as you inhale, downward facing dog. I haven't forgotten the side plank, don't worry. We extend that right leg back as you inhale, and bring the foot to your hands. Once more, turn towards the left, keep the right hand on the floor, and we're going straight to side angle dog. Reach up as you inhale, and reach over your ear. Okay, so after plank, we definitely have that right hand on the floor. If you need to bend the front knee more, you bend the front knee more. If the floor is still not within reach, use the block. Try to hold the block in your hand, and there you got something underneath you. Okay, for the variation stepping into plank, you can't have your forearm on the ground. You need to have your hand there. So where you put the block on the floor, slowly turn and take that leg out and behind your right foot. If it's too much, remember, knee can be on the floor. If it's not enough, knee can be to your elbow. Anyway, hold it here for free. Until you try to smile, watch yourself responding to the challenge. And now, one more time, dog or one-legged, upward facing, and then downward facing dog. Let's bring the right foot to the hand, turn left, straighten both legs. Then relax here for a moment, so lift your chin, straighten both legs as you inhale. And as you exhale forward, look at your feet, parallel the edges of the feet to each other, and if possible, reach towards your ankles. Okay, so stay down and really try to feel the back of your legs. Doesn't matter how low your head goes. Just try to relax into it. We're going to do a few things here to open the inner thighs. It will lead us into another, a balancing side extension. And then we'll do a nice arm balance. Okay, so we need to open the legs a bit more for that. Just bear with me. We're staying here. Bring the heels a bit closer to each other. Bring the hands on the floor, on the brick. You can't touch the floor. Bend your left knee deeply. If the heel needs to come up, lift it up, and you can lift your right toes up. Your hands can be on the floor or in front of the heart. Or here's Skandasthana. Take a breath in. Then we're changing side. The hands can be on the floor. Bring your right foot down. Shift to the side. Bend the right knee deeply. Bring your left toe up. Hands on the floor or to your heart. This is difficult, especially if squatting is hard for you. This will help you to learn how to squat. But while you learn, it is difficult. You need to be more upright. Not a problem. You can target in the inner thigh anyways. So one more time, we're going to go towards the left. Maybe stay low, scrape yourself low. Maybe keep the foot down, maybe hands to heart. And one more time, we go towards the right. Do what you can. Then turn forwards and go to Parsvottanasana. The pyramid pose, sometimes called. Okay, so both legs are as straight as possible. You might want to have a break ready underneath your left hand. Left hand will come forward to half moon pose. Before that, we're going to go into triangle pose. Turn to the right and reach the right arm up. Then turn your right toe slightly out and open up that right hip. Okay, now we want an extension here in this next variation. So before you go into it, note it, the top one, and see if you can reach it over your ear. If you don't want to go to the balance, you can stay here. Otherwise, bring the hand on your hip, look down, bend the front knee, take that brick about a foot further forward, and lift your right foot off the floor. Pointing your toes and your knee, look towards the right. And if you want to, right arm can reach up, and then you can reach over. So luckily I've got a wall here that I can push with my hand. It helps me to balance, because I'm looking at the screen. Ideally, I will be looking down, and it's a bit easier to balance. If it feels too much, that right hand can stay on your hip. The front leg doesn't have to be completely straight. One more breath there. Square your hips. Step back to downward facing dog. Stay there for a quick chaturanga up the dog. Then back into downward facing dog. And we're going to step the left foot forward. Turn right back into Prasarita. Pause as you inhale and turn to the other side of your mat. Turn your right foot forwards, bring the left foot slightly in, and we're back in this forward bend. You've got a break here waiting for me on this side. If it's not there, bring it there if you need it. Open into triangle first. Turn towards your left and lift left arm up. Notice that left hip turning with you. It's easy to turn your foot slightly left as well. Now reach the arm over your ear. Okay, stay there. This is your checking point. Can you maintain this pose and really notice the extension on your side? That's the main thing. If you want to challenge yourself in the standing balance, fine. If you don't want to, you can stay here. So we start with the hand on the hip, easier. Look at the floor, choose a spot to focus on, bend the front knee, and take your right hand about a foot forward and step onto it. Left toes pointing left, left knee pointing left. You can stay here, or reach your left arm up, or reach your left arm over. The more you extend the fingers and the heel, the bigger the stretch. Gently hold it here. Then release the hand, square your hips, bring the foot behind you, and find your way to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath there. And one more time, bring the right foot to the hands, turn towards the left, back into Prasarita. Forward as you breathe in, and forward over your legs. Go down, stay there. Relax your head, relax your spine, still forward. No matter if the legs are completely straight or almost straight. Relax. Another standing balance challenge. We're going to do like that. So I'll be the mirror. So I'll stay both hands going to either side of my right foot, but slightly in front. Bending my right knee, take my hand either side of the foot. I'm shifting my weight towards the right foot and bending my left leg up and out. The tendency here for the left leg is to kind of go behind you. Try to kick it straight out. You can keep your hands down, or maybe send your right hand, right arm, right. Or maybe send your left arm left. And now that's really, really difficult. One more breath. Bring your feet together and squat down, heels up. We survived that one, hallelujah. So you can balance here, nonchalantly, knees close together, heels off the floor. Just balance here in a simple-ish squat. Of course, you might need your hand on the floor. I'm going to change slightly here for the side crow. So your knees, wherever they point, your hands will be 90 degrees to it, going into the twist. I'm going to twist towards my right first. Bring both hands on the floor, about a foot to the right of my little right toe. Bring both palms flat on the floor to get my left elbow, tricep on the outer right thigh. Tuck it in a bit. Right elbow can stick out, but can go underneath my right hip. There is a lean into my legs, my chin reaches forwards, my feet come off the floor. So side crow, you can stay there, or maybe extend the lower leg towards the front and the back leg towards the back. Hold it here. This is one-legged Kundalini 1. Try to get both legs straight. Maybe look towards your toes, knees together, feet down, and move the sweat of your brow. Done. Okay, that was tricky, I know. We'll do it again. The heels up. Twist is the main thing, so get that tricep underneath right thigh. If you don't need your right elbow underneath you, just let it out. So reaching the chin forward, that's the main thing, until the feet come off the floor. That's one. Or extend the legs out, that's two. And then come back out. And have a rest here. Sit back, bring the feet together, and fold. A very challenging pose. Side crow that led to one-legged Kundalini 1. Okay, so if you're not sure how to do these postures, maybe pause, look at it again later on if you are watching a video of how to run through these postures. For today, do what we can, and if there's a challenge that we would like to achieve, look it up. So I'll be doing a video of how to do this pose. Watch it, learn, and then add it to your practice. There's another side obviously waiting for us. Let's do it. So come up, cross your shins, hands on the floor, step or drag yourself to chaturanga, upward dog, and back to downward facing. So I'm stepping my left foot to the hand, turning right, back to Prasarita. Then pause there. Bring your hands on your hips and lift yourself up. It's a bit hard to see, looking at the screen, looking at what you're doing, so just have a look first. Okay, so from here, my hands will move either side of my foot, then lifting that other leg off. The tendency is to push back. I've got a line here on my mat, so I'm trying to keep my legs in the same line. Then the opposite arm can reach out. If I lean a bit towards the arm side, both arms can reach out. But that's a lot for the glutes and everything in that right. Balancing is difficult. Do what you can. Okay, so let's do it together. Prasarita, hands down. Walk them over towards your left foot. Lean left until the right leg can go up. You don't have to straighten that lower leg. Hold it there. Or reaching your left arm out. Or reaching your right arm out as well. Hovering there. Hold it. Hold it. And then release, feet together, hands on the floor, heels up, towards one up. Breathe. Okay. So twisting, crow to the other side. So whatever your knees are pointing at, take your hands to the left. Not too close to your foot, you will tip. About a foot further forward. You can't reach the floor, you could do it on a break. This is possible too. It's a bit harder personally. So falling towards the floor is good because your feet will naturally come up. Think of it as like a tipping point. There's your hands and your body, feet are down, head is up. If the head goes down, the feet come up. Does that make sense? Think of it, it's a diagram here. That's your hands on the floor. That's your body, feet down, head up. As the head goes down, the feet come up. That's the idea, I think. It's a good idea. I think it works. If you don't want to do the legs out variation, don't. Keep your knees in and keep your core engaged. All right, so twist is the first thing. Both hands move left and right tricep on the outer left leg. This is already the hardest bit. If you can't master that, practice just twisting. If you can't get the arm on the outer leg, you will slip out. The first one, I'm bringing the back elbow on my hip too. I reach forward with my chin until my feet come off the floor. And there's the balance, variation 1, or kicking the leg out, variation 2. Hold it, try to breathe. We'll be looking, changing, looking at the foot. And then come out and relax for me. One last time, we're almost done. One last effort. But if you had enough, you can do a twist here. Just work on a twist. Otherwise, it's easy with the heels up. One more time into the twist. If you want to now, the back elbow can be out. You reach forward, find your balance. Maybe reach your legs out. Maybe shift the gaze. And like that. The feet going to come out. Sit down. Now we're going to go onto our back. Ease yourself onto your back. And take yourself a moment or two to breathe. Holding your legs with your hands. Calm your mind. Slow the breath down. Deep breath into your side ribs. Slow inhalation, slow exhalation. In a moment, we're going to play a bit in shoulder stand. The shoulder stand is not something you do because of your neck. Maybe elevate your shoulders before you go into it. If you don't do it full stop, don't worry. We can start with a bridge, first variation, and then either repeat the variation in the bridge or go to shoulder stand and try there. So go into the bridge first. So feet on the floor, touch your heels with your hips. There's the bridge. Put the hands a bit closer to each other underneath you, and then stand your right leg up. Hold it there. Maybe count the ball of the left foot. So palms pressing down, whether the hands are together or apart, doesn't matter. Change, right foot down, left leg up. Put the right heel down or up. Then release and come out for a moment. As I was saying, you can repeat that. That's fine. Rest if you need to. Come up, go down as many times as you need to. If you are happy to go to shoulder stand, you know that it's safe for you. Let's do that. Hands on the floor. Lift your hips up. Bring your hands on your lower back, mid back, or upper back, wherever you can reach. Now, once we're here, let's bend the right knee. Keep the left leg up and bring the right knee into your nose. You can stay there or kick your right leg out towards the floor behind you. Hold it here. Doesn't matter if you can't touch the floor. Then bring the knee in and send the leg up. Same thing on the leg. Bend your left knee to nose. Either stay here or kick your leg straight towards the floor. Hold it here as much as you can.
And then bend the knee again and send your leg up. So one more time. Maybe this time keep the right leg straight from the beginning. Open up your leg like an L or maybe V or maybe a straight line. And then twist towards the left. Hold it in. Then come back to the center, both legs up. And same thing other side. Left leg straight or bend if you need to. Drop it down. And then twist towards the right. Okay, go easy. I'm turning my head, but don't you turn your head. Then come back up. Either stay there or drop both feet down to plow. Hands can reach towards your toes or forwards on the mat. Maybe interlock the fingers, press the palms to the leg. Hold here. And then slowly ease your spine to the floor. You can have your hands on the floor, and ideally one vertebra at a time. Lower your back down, trying to keep your legs straight the whole time. Slowly, slowly, control it through your core. The longer your back, the longer it can take. Until your sacrum is on the floor, and then we can bend the knee. A nice easy twist awakening. So bring the feet to the front, lift your hips up a bit, move them left, drop them down. Right leg straight on the floor, twisting towards the right. So right hand on left knee, left arm to the left, twist right, keeping the knee bent. But if you want to extend your legs straight out, aiming to relax your left shoulder, relax your left hip. But if you want to, you could reach your left arm behind you on the floor with a bit more extension here to the left side. Came a long way. This is it. This is the peak. Resting here comfortably. And let's change it up. So come back to the center. Bring your hips to the center. Then consciously move your hips right. Straighten left leg on the floor. Reach right onto the right. And with your left hand, guide the right knee to the left, keeping your knee bent. Or extend your legs straight. Maybe reaching your right arm behind. Slow the breath down, observe it. And one more time, roll onto your back. Realign your hips, squeeze the leg in. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze even more, bring the head to the knees. Same inhale. And as you exhale, also lie on your back and relax. While lying on your back, take a deep breath in. And hold the breath in. And slowly breathe out. Do it again, take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. And let it go. One more time, deep breath in. Hold the breath. And let it go. Now close, eyes closed. Body calm and relaxed. Watch yourself. How do you feel? How did you respond to the challenges? So there were quite a few challenges. Everybody challenges. Everyone is challenged in different ways. So there was hopefully something for everyone. So how did you respond to the challenge? What are your natural tendencies, and are they positive, or should you be improving them? Do you respond, react? Do you choose to act? Most of us, for most of the time, we react. Something happens, we react. Something happens, we react. When pressing our buttons, and we respond. Very few people are able to choose how to act, and most of them can't do it all the time. It's not just me, it's not just you, it's most of us. This is where we can work on ourselves, try to watch ourselves, watch our patterns, and choose the right one, maintain them, and correct the not so good ones. Everyone has it. Everyone has it. So while you lie here on your back, first of all, congratulate yourself for going through this practice that was challenging. Congratulate yourself for not getting too upset with yourself often, for accepting yourself as you are, and for choosing the right path ahead to improve. We're all here for a reason. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect all the time. We all have a lot to learn. And the wisdom is to see the lessons and to respond correctly. I know it's time and it's fine if you need to leave. If you have time to stay here longer, just switch me off, make me shut up and just stay there longer. Otherwise, just a few more seconds here before we go. There we go. When you're ready, slowly draw your knees in, gently wriggle, maybe like twists, rocking from side to side. If your eyes open, prop yourself up to sitting comfortably, straight spine, bring your hands to your heart, and bow to the divine within you. Ask yourself, who was doing the watching? Who was watching who? What was watching who? What is going on? These are important questions. Thank you. Namaste. Have a lovely evening and a great day, and hope to see you again soon in another class in another time. All the best. Well done.